So you're thinking about cruising on the Norwegian cruise lines for the first time, or you're thinking about cruising on the Norwegian Escape for the first time. Either way, my experience is going to help you decide if this is a trip you want to be on. We are in line for the Norwegian Escape, and we are about to see if it is what it is. We're from California, so we decided to spend the night in Miami before we got on the Norwegian cruise line Escape. Day one is always exciting. You don't know what to expect. And look at that beautiful, massive ship. This is definitely one of the bigger ships on the Norwegian cruise line. Once you get there, do not be overwhelmed by the lines. Yeah, the lines are long, but Norwegian does a really good job of keeping everyone moving and also spread out a little bit so it's not a complete shit show once you get inside. Now, we paid a little bit extra and got priority access, and as you can see, we basically walked past everyone to get to the front. Like literally, we had no line. And walking to the front is not the only perks that priority access will give you. So make sure you take a good look at that on the website and check out all the perks that you get with priority access. It's actually quite a lot. Now, assuming that you had a competent person help you, because the person that did help us was a little special, we'll just say that. But then you get to take this wonderful walkway to get onto the ship after you take pictures and they check you in, and then you get to check out the ship itself. But let's go ahead and take a look at the staterooms. If you haven't cruised before, this is a balcony room, and actually, this is a balcony suite. So the room is the same for any balcony room, but the balcony suite has a bigger balcony, hence balcony suite. And you can see once the ship actually gets moving, it's a beautiful view out there. It's a little bit larger. You got tables, you got 4 chairs, 2 to lounge in, 2 to sit up in, and well, excuse me, I look a hot mess, but that's just because I had breakfast that morning. And yes, this is a perfect spot to chill out, have your breakfast, do a little gaming, do a little reading, do whatever it is you want to do. I really recommend the balcony suite. The only thing with the balcony suite was it appeared to be on a little bit lower level, which means everyone above you could see your business. So as long as you're not doing anything crazy, you're good. Another thing about the balcony suite was that sound that you just heard is the sound of the ship whenever it would come to dock at a port, and it is 10 times louder. So every morning we got to port, it sounded like we were in a 10.0 earthquake. It only lasts 20 minutes, you get over it. So this is the balcony suite bathrooms, which they also have bigger bathrooms in these rooms, which is nice. This is not a Carnival Cruise Line ship, but if you ask your stateroom attendant, they will make you a cool little towel buddy. I asked for a monkey and a turtle, and our stateroom attendant totally hooked us up. He even left us cookies one night, which was very thoughtful. And as you can see, there's plenty of room to act a fool and have some fun. Yeah, we're ready for a good time. So let's head over to the Lido Deck. Everybody loves the Lido Deck. That is where the shit cracks off. One thing that I really liked about the Norwegian Escape ship was that they actually had a decent amount of space for adults only. And this pool area is for adults only. There were no children running amok in this area. It was very, very nice. The vibes were good, the music was good, and the bar and drinks was also good. Plus, all the bodies you don't want to see are on the Lido Deck. Norwegian Escape does a really good job of keeping activities and entertainment out here on the Lido Deck as well. I do recommend if you are one of those that has to sit out and suntan, do all that, you need to get up early and put your towel down because this area, the Lido Deck, gets crowded quickly. Now let's head over into the inside of the ship. The inside of the ship is so beautiful, and there is so much to do to keep everyone entertained. Of all the cruises that I've been on, which is 13 by the way, I think I can honestly say that the Norwegian Escape had the most activities that I was interested in doing than I've ever been on a cruise ship before. Food! A lot of people cruise for food, and there is plenty of it. There's so many restaurants. There's no way your ass will go hungry on this ship. They also have specialty restaurants, which means the food is a little bit better, so they say, but you do have to pay for it. And then they have regular restaurants, which you don't have to pay for, but you can also get service at your table as well. All of the food was really good. I did not have not one bad meal on this ship. For those of you that come just to eat, you will be happy on the Norwegian Escape. They even have the supper club, which has entertainment while you eat, which is really cool. And the shows were good. Every single entertainer that sang at the supper club could sing their ass off. We had a great time. In fact, we went twice. I know you guys are like, oh, the show's good, but how was the food? Yes, the food was amazing. There's no bad food on this ship, I'm trying to tell y'all. And that was Jose Figueroa, and he can sing. This particular bar was one of our favorites. They sold just regular, easy type food, and you can have drinks and chill out. It was a really cool spot. Let's head over to everyone's favorite spot, the Mother Suckin' Buffet. Yes, we enjoyed the buffet quite a bit. I thought the buffet food was just as good, if not better, than the regular food and the specialty food. What I liked about the buffet was that they had all kinds of food. Asian food, Indian food, whatever you call American food, lots of desserts. They had all kinds of stuff. They even have healthy food for those of you that still want to try to maintain some kind of diet. They had plenty of options for almost everyone. The only thing was that it was on the 17th floor, and if you were on the 8th floor like us and only took the stairs, it was quite a bit of a hike. However, it was well deserved and well worth it once we got up there. Now let's check out some of the bars. There are so many bars. For those of you that like to drink, yeah, you won't have a problem finding a drink on this ship. And one thing that I really liked about the Norwegian Escape was that they have a pretty dope and affordable drink package. So this particular bar was one that we liked to hang out at because it was adults only, had a fantastic view. You could get beer on tap, and they also served cocktails. This was one of our favorite places to chill out. We would grab drinks, maybe a snack or two, and we would play games. And this place did not get crowded, so you could get away from all those people. If you're an introvert like me and just need some space, you can totally hang out there. This was like their bourbon and whiskey bar area, which they also had a cigar lounge, which was super cool for those of us that still want to get our smoke on. And they had a pretty decent selection of cigars as well. They also had wine. They had wine tasting. They also had whiskey tasting. They had all kinds of tastings, mojito tastings, any type of tasting you want. The Norwegian Escape made it happen. Now, like I was saying with the bars, there's so many, and they have all types of liquor and alcohol. So pretty much any type of cocktail or drink that you're craving, they can make it happen for you. They will make it. They also have their own specialty cocktails that you can choose from. So there's no shortage of beverages and alcohol on this ship. Get your drink on, get your sip on, relax, and have a good time. Maybe take it outside and chill out and get some fresh air. And because you're basically on a floating resort, you can take your drink with you anywhere on the ship. Now, one thing to note for those of you that want to get the beverage package, They have their standard drinks, and then anything above a certain price, you do have to pay the difference, which could be anywhere from $2 to $3 to $4. We seem to notice that with the special martinis. And fun tip, if you look like you're going to tip extra, they will make your drinks faster and stronger. Don't tell them I told you that though. Just please drink responsibly, otherwise you'll look like my brother who was fucked up and then hungover. Or like this other guy who almost headbutted me twice while we were trying to sit and play games. Get it together. Now, I'm a gamer, so I was super excited to see that they had a video arcade. And they have so many arcades. And it's not just kids in there, there's adults in there too. So if you want to play some arcades, play some games, the Norwegian Escape has a space for that as well. And these games were pretty dope. They weren't hecka old, they were up to date and current games. We had a really, really good time there. I wish I had spent more time in there, but like I said earlier, there's so much stuff to do on the ship. I did not get to spend that much time in this arcade. And right next door is the teen lounge, and that is a space just for the kids. Let's head back upstairs to the adults only area. Yes, they have the Haven, which is a paid service to basically be VIP. And then they also have Spice H2O, which is adults only. There are no kids allowed in this area. If you want to be around some mature people, this is where you want to hang out. Now, this place does get a little busy. The best time to hang around this spot is at port, but then again, you know, people want to be at port. You're like, didn't you just show us the arcade? This is not in the arcade. This is just out in the middle of the ship, which means there's more adults in this area, which is cool. I told y'all, the Norwegian Escape has a lot of stuff for you to do. You cannot get bored on this ship. They've got games from shooting basketballs to bowling to shooting pool. Norwegian Escape does not miss on providing entertainment for its guests. Yeah.
Please tell me, South Carolina.
And not just games. Norwegian Escape also has all types of activities to keep the guests entertained and interactive, such as dance classes or karaoke, dance off, all types of stuff. Yeah, we had a really good time. Hip hop class, country line dance class, all types of stuff. Guess the attendant or something, whatever that was. I don't know. Deal or no deal. You could even bet with the contestants. So if you weren't actually a contestant on the show, you were still involved. You still had opportunities to win some money or even win a free cruise. Norwegian Escape just has so much stuff for everyone to do. I would recommend though, if you're gonna do bingo or deal or no deal when they have their card sales, to go early because those lines do get really long. And for you art lovers, they even have art auctions, so you can actually bid on some of this fantastic art and take it home, or at least have it shipped home, because some of them are quite large. And as far as outdoor activities, they have plenty of that too. They've got basketball. They even have basketball tournaments, shootouts, stuff like that. They've got putt-putt. You can play putt-putt with the family, which is a little hard when the ships are rocking, but it's still fun. They even have a little spot just for the kids, an aqua area just for them to hang out. There is no lifeguard, so please keep an eye on your own child. And then they got an American Ninja type thing that you can try to see if you have any skills on balancing, as well as a water slide. And they have parties almost every single night. This particular night was like a white party, glow party, and ended up raining hella hard. That's why people are going the opposite direction. But for the people that decided to stay, it turned out to be more of like a wet t-shirt contest, which is pretty cool too.
I'm just finishing something up. Hey, we're just finishing something up. Come on. Oh, one second, bro. Now, Ethan is always making sure that everyone's all right.
Oh yeah, with plenty of activities, there was plenty of entertainment. The shows were really good, the performers were great. And another thing that I really liked about the Norwegian Escape was that there was plenty of seating. So if you go in there late, there's still seating. You might have to look for it, but it's there. Even the comedy shows were great. And even the comedy shows would sell out online because you have to reserve it. There still ended up being seating at the comedy shows. And another thing that I really liked about the Norwegian Escape, their shows that the staff put on were great too. Ride it. What was I talking about? So this is the casino. Yeah, the staff puts on a really good show. We had some good times in the casino. They have a decent variety of stuff, slots, blackjack, poker, and a few other things. A lot of adults like to get their gamble on, so this is a place that does get busy, and people will cock block the machines once they see you doing well. For example, like me and my mother did well, and this guy next to us was totally waiting for us to get off. If you're a gambler, especially blackjack, expect to wait a bit to get on a table. To you that have seen my other videos, you know one thing that I hate is a big ass resort and a small ass gym. Well, this was a big ass ship and it had a big ass gym. And interesting enough, not many people were about that gym life on this ship. So there is plenty of equipment to get on. And I mean treadmills and ellipticals, which is always the first one to sell out. But there is so much weights. Your girl did not miss a day. Actually, I didn't lift anything but my spoon, but I was ready. Now, we actually did not get off the ship at the port in St. Thomas. We decided to get a massage instead, and OM Jesus, it was one of the best massages I have ever had. They even have a barbershop to take care of the guys to get them cleaned up because, 7 days is the easy way to just go rough. Norwegian Escape makes sure that everyone can stay fresh, so clean, get relaxed, deep tissue, relaxation, anything you need. As far as excursions go on this Eastern Caribbean cruise, our first stop was Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic, and we had a really good time. As I've said on my other Dominican videos, the people are so very kind and so very nice. They greet you with music, food, and plenty of drinks. We actually decided to do something active in the Dominican Republic and do some zip lining. We had a fantastic time. They weren't super high, but they did pick up some speed. And I think the most important thing was, along with having a good time, we felt safe. They made sure we were strapped in every single time and good to go. After ziplining, we decided to do some horseback riding. The horses were so well trained, so sweet, so pretty. They were so nice to take us along and show us the beautiful side of Dominican Republic. We definitely got our money's worth on this excursion. We had a great time. And the best part too was the Dominican food. I mean, the ship's food was really, really good too, but getting the food off of the ship being delicious was just nice too. And we got to take a little dip in the pool, which was a perfect way to end a hot day in the Dominican Republic. And what's an excursion without doing some shopping? And I will tell you, for those that love to get your shop on, the Dominican Republic has plenty of shopping on your way back to the ship. Now here we are in Tortola. In Tortola, we decided to keep it chill and just do a beach day. Now, I will give a little tip. All the excursions were booked up that we wanted to do, so we booked this excursion off of a third-party company, which has its pros and cons. This particular con was our driver forgot to pick us up and we had to catch a ride back. But other than that, it was a great excursion. It was a great beach day. Another pro for the Norwegian Escape is after being in the heat all day, they make sure to take care of you on your way back to the ship with water and cool towels to cool you off. Our last and final port was the Bahamas, which we did not get to enjoy because a hurricane came in, but everyone on board made a party on the ship anyways. And that is how we ended a fantastic cruise on the Norwegian Escape. So there you have it, Norwegian Cruise Escape. Did I have a good time? Absolutely. I will absolutely cruise Norwegian Cruise Lines again. I will absolutely cruise on the Norwegian Escape ship again, and I would absolutely choose the Eastern Caribbean cruise with Norwegian Cruise Lines again. I had a really good time. It's hard to complain when there's excellent service, excellent food, excellent entertainment, excellent activities. The ship is constantly being cleaned. The ambience and the people around, it was just a really good time, and I think you will have a really good time too. So if you thought this video was helpful in any kind of way, be sure to hit that like button so other people can get a chance to see this video too. Leave your questions and comments below. I'll get back to you, and I guess I'll see you on my next trip.
Don't ever fucking play with me. Y'all niggas know y'all bitches know I'm the fucking queen.